In the quiet hours before dawn, when the sky is still deciding whether to choose night or surrender to sunrise, I found myself holding a single image, a picture that was not yet real, yet somehow lived inside my heart, like a whisper carried by the desert wind. They called it my future wife's photo, but it was more than a picture. It was a symbol, a promise, a soft echo of destiny, moving toward me with patient steps. I looked at that imagined photograph, the way a traveler looks at a distant horizon, not for what is there now, but for what is coming, what is hidden beneath tomorrow, what is written in the silent language of fate. I imagined her standing beneath Dubai's sky, where the towers rise like prayers, shaped into glass and steel. Maybe she would look at the world with calm eyes, eyes that held stories, eyes that understood storms, eyes that carried the kind of strength that never needed to shout to be known. Maybe she would smile, the way morning sunlight smiles. On the Arabian Sea, gentle but powerful, soft but full of certainty, quiet but impossible to ignore. My future wife's photo was not a face. It was a feeling. It was the peace I hoped to discover. It was the respect I wished to give. It was the trust that two people build, not in a moment, but in a lifetime of choosing honesty over everything else. I imagined her standing on golden sand, the desert wind lifting her thoughts toward the endless sky. In that imagined picture, she wasn't waiting for me. She wasn't searching for me. She was simply living, strong, independent, a soul shaped by her own journey. And that, more than anything, made the picture beautiful, because the future is not built by finding someone who completes you. It is built by walking alongside someone who has completed themselves, who has fought their own battles, who has their own dreams. Dreams you respect, dreams you protect, dreams you celebrate. My future wife's photo did not hold perfection. It held realness, the type of realness that Fazza writes about when he speaks of loyalty, patience, and the kind of love that grows from character, not appearance. And so, whenever I imagined that photograph, I didn't focus on beauty. I focused on values, kindness, humility, courage, wisdom, the ability to forgive, and the strength to rise. After every fall, this picture was not printed on paper. It was printed on hope. It lived in the space between who I am and who I am trying to become. Because the truth is, before you meet the right person, you must become the right version of yourself. So I asked myself, am I learning? Am I growing? Am I preparing myself for the kind of partnership that demands patience, respect, understanding, and maturity? My future wife's photo reminded me to look inward first, to fix my flaws, to sharpen my discipline, to polish my character, to build a future worthy of someone else's trust. In that picture, I imagined not her face, but my responsibility, not her features, but my character, not her perfection, but my promise that whoever steps into my life will step into a space of peace, stability, and honesty. And so the photo, though unseen, became a mirror. It showed me who I needed to be. It guided me like a silent advisor. It reminded me that destiny does not arrive to the unprepared. I carried that picture like a secret, not hidden, just sacred, not imaginary, just waiting, not fragile, just protected from the noise of the world. And every time the desert wind moved, I felt as if the future whispered a little closer. A reminder that timing is not ours to control, but preparation is. My future wife's photo wasn't a portrait. It was a path, a direction, a destination, a gentle call toward becoming the man I am destined to be. And so the journey continued, not with the rush of impatience, but with the steady rhythm of someone who understands that real futures are not built overnight. There were days when I thought about that unseen picture as if it were a compass guiding me through the dunes of responsibility, reminding me that every decision I make today shapes the world someone else will share with me tomorrow. I imagined that one day, years from now, I would look back and realize that the picture I once held in my mind had become real. Not because destiny suddenly arrived, but because I grew into it. The picture symbolized patience, and patience is a discipline. It is learning to wait without losing your calm, learning to hope without forcing anything, learning to build yourself so that when the right moment comes, you are ready, truly ready. In this imagined photograph, my future wife stood strong, not behind me, not in my shadow, but beside me. Her story was her own. Her dreams were her own. And I respected that. Because a real future is made of partnership, not ownership. Two lives, two journeys, two minds, two purposes, walking in the same direction, without losing their individuality. They say a picture speaks 1,000 words, but this picture, the one I carried in silence, spoke entire chapters. It told me, be someone whose presence gives peace, not pressure. It told me, build a life that someone would feel safe entering. It told me, your character is the real foundation of every relationship you will ever have. So I kept working on myself, not loudly, not for applause, not for the world, but quietly for the sake of that future. Every sunrise became a reminder that I had a purpose to move toward. Every night became a reminder that growth takes time. Every failure became a teacher. Every challenge became a sculptor, molding me into someone stronger, and all the while within the folds of time. And the hands of fate, my imagined picture, waited patiently for the right moment to appear. I wasn't looking for perfection. I wasn't chasing fantasies. I was preparing for reality, a future built on mutual respect, kindness, integrity, honor, and deep understanding.